evening, one and all. We're here at the Adelaide Oval. You join us for the series decider between India and Pakistan. I'm Adam Gilchrist, and alongside me today is Ali Mitchell.
Always a pleasure to sit alongside you in the commentary box.
Thanks, Alison. It's time now for the toss. Let's join the pitch side to see who'll be donning the pads first.
So the captain chooses to have a bowl. Interesting decision. Every indication shows that this should be a great surface to bat on. Maybe they know something we don't. The right-hander in the middle will take guard for the first ball. Ayub will be his partner today, starting at the non-striker's end. First ball for the batter, coming in.
Misses everything.
Big opportunity missed. A terrible delivery that was begging to be hit.
Goes for the drive, but it's a wild shot.
The loose full one goes unpunished. Well, that one's for the textbook. Stands tall on top of the bounce and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Will you listen to that crowd? They are loving this. It's difficult to hear yourself thinking here.
Got it away for four. That would have pointed very nicely.
Sharma has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. 8 runs added in that over. India are 8 for none.
First over of the power play done, and it's a good start. Kishan, the lefty, is at the crease, just about ready to start. That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot, and it's flown over the boundary.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery? I wonder. Full toss and worked off the pads nicely. Did well before.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary. How will the bowler respond?
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there.
It was a brilliant diving effort. Couldn't manage to get there for the catch, but still a great stop.
Half a chance. Missed. missed the lot.
Side of bowling slightly fuller and have been put away.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Over India, 25 for none.
2 overs gone and they're off to a superb start in this power play. 12 plus and over, well ahead of the required rate.
The new bowler is coming into the attack. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
That's a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps. The textbook.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes though, just got to accept it and move on. Whacked away.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early and it was dispatched with a pun.
It's been a great over so far. 2 boundaries from it. The runs are flowing very easily now. Nicely played.
Starting to hit their stride. Fabulous piece of timing, and they're into the 20s. The gap was left open for them, and they were happy to oblige. Kicked it early, got into position well, and punched it to the boundary.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Finds the fielder with that shot. Shot should be runs here.
You can't fault that shot. It's nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way. At the end of the third, they've had a massive start, ahead of the required run rate now. Need to keep going, though. How will he reply?
That's a solid shot.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Well, what else do they have in their bag of tricks? Just not much seems to be working at the moment. Nice shot. Runs possible.
Just sheer power off the back foot. Don't need to worry about running.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is focus on getting the next delivery right. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Nice shot. "16 runs added there. India 60 for none."
Well, the power plays resembled Bazball so far, with such a lot of power. There's some excellent running between the wickets as well, and precision in finding the gaps.
Wasn't the pace bowler coming into the attack? No, terrible shot. There'll be runs here.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. And the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery.
Waited to let it come onto the bat. The bat was late coming down on that. That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch.
Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Super catch by mid-off. Nicely done.
Yadav, the right-handed batter, out in the middle, doing some quick final checks. He's got their tail up.
"14 runs out of there. India 74 for 1.
End of the 5th, and the bowlers have been getting some stick. The field will spread out soon, so they might look to bowl to more defensive fields.
Ashraf coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble.
Big opportunity missed. A terrible delivery that was begging to be hit.
Yep.
That was a mighty swing, but the shot was so late. Very nearly took an edge to the keeper. No control on that whatsoever.
Great shot, just square backward point. That might just make it.
A strong area for them, lifted it up and over towards the rope.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas, and the rewards will come.
Yep.
Can't get that outside the ring field. And the over, time for a little more freedom in the field.
The bowlers popped a bit of stick in that power play. The fielders go out now, and they'll need to mix it up a fair bit with their deliveries and see if they can slow the batters down.
Went for the drive, complete miss. Perfectly timed. Well, that's cut off nicely. 4 runs saved. Pulled away. Should just be the single with deep square leg out. Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. The end of a very tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be that easy out there at the moment. Good pressure being exerted.
The batters have left a clutch of 4s and 6s in the scorecard. They're powering this team to victory.
That's a solid shot.
Oh, didn't get the feet moving. Played down the wrong line, threw the hands at it, got nothing on the ball. New batter out in the middle, but starting from the non-striker's end. She'll need to wait a bit. That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Fine catch.
Harder in the middle. We want to get the feet moving from the get-go. Wasim with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Nicely done.
Dubé, the new man in the middle, has a lovely technique and look to get into his work quickly.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Nice and easy there to get off the mark. First ball for the batter, coming in.
Yep.
That shot allows them to get off the mark.
Wasim with a huge appeal.
Just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. I can just stand and admire that shot.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely. Just too early on the shot and couldn't find a gap.
Just stunning bowling.
Singh, the new man at the crease. Left-hander, he's a lovely player to watch and will want to make a good score today.
Misses everything. Pakistan with a massive shout. There's an almost tangible fervour throughout the crowd at the moment. Perfect Yorker, brilliant bowling.
Out in the middle, lovely player to watch once in. Looks quite relaxed too.
Well, that over improves their economy rate somewhat. Still work to be done though.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Goes for the drive, but it's a wild shot.
Through the shot early, ball passes bat. A brilliant slower ball.
Great shot. There's a fielder back there, but they won't be stopping that one. Dubé loves the short balls, and that hook shot was no exception.
Here's the gap wonderfully on the offside at cover. How will the bowler respond? That's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for six.
2 boundaries in a row. Time to focus back to line and length.
Well, these are the sorts of shots you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep control and find the boundary.
Dubé has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. That's the over. India, 111 for 6.
You wouldn't have thought the power play was over by the way the batters have kept going on with it. They're well above the required rate.
Bowling fielders look really confident.
That was a mighty swing, but the shot was so late, very nearly took an edge to the keeper. No control on that whatsoever.
Glanced away nicely, but found short fine leg. Beautiful catch.
Singh, left-handed tail ender, taking guard.
Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go.
Yep.
Singh gets off the mark.
Yep.
Return from out on the boundary, good fielding. Shadow getting a wicket in that over, really good bowling. There wasn't much on offer for the batters.
They've done well. Sometimes after the power play, the run rate can drop a bit, but the batters have kept up the intent they had early on, and this run chase looks secure.
Late cut, straight to the fielder. Nice shot.
Big opportunity missed. A terrible delivery that was begging to be hit.
Cuts that off well in the infield. Smacks that away through the gap.
Well, that one's for the textbook. Stands tall on top of the bounce and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Round about off stump. That'll force a mistake. Another poor over completed. The batters are starting to have a field day out there. The momentum, it's all in one direction.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
With a stupendous catch.
A new batter in the middle, right-hander, who want a solid start to their innings.
Great shot. Left one on offer.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Singh advances and throws the ball out with absolute disdain. Cut away for four.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Yep. Solid shot. That's going for 4.
That was a lovely flowing drive through the covers to pick up the 4. They've been asked plenty of questions by the bowlers, but the batters have had all the answers so far this innings.
Interesting decision to change the bowling. Found it going tough earlier with the ball. A huge challenge with how well these two are scoring. Oh, what a way to start the over.
Just about ready to go out in the middle.
No. Terrible shot.
Oh, didn't get the feet moving. Played down the wrong line. Threw the hands at it. Got nothing on the ball.
Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot.
Yep.
Straight to the fielder.
Rolled the wrists well to keep it down. Couldn't find the gap though.
Misses. How did that not hit? That's the over. Batters don't trouble the scorers. That's a precise bowl.
In an excellent middle section of the innings, required rate hasn't really blown out beyond 10 much these last few overs. They're in a good position.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Good throw from the deep. Bang on target.
Yep.
Trouble. Complete mix-up between these two. Just avoided an embarrassing run-out.
Oh my, that's racing away.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that. How will he reply? The loose full one goes unpunished.
Couldn't get it through the field. That's 4 all the way. Beautiful shot.
Starting to hit their stride. Fabulous piece of timing, and they're into the 20s. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Brilliant diving stop. Pakistan with a massive shout. Bowler seems convinced it was a good shout. It was definitely close.
Impacting outside the line. Easy decision that for the third umpire.
Singh looking quite surprised, didn't seem too worried about a reversal. Went for the drive, complete miss.
Just threw the shots too early. Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Shah coming back on here. They've been bowling really well so far.
Just need to settle down. The timing's all off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Just got to keep a cool head. Maybe they didn't pick that up. Very late on the shot. Nice running between the wickets. Clipping the pads, though, not the bats.
Yep.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Perfect. A lovely drive through the covers. No need for the fielders to chase that one.
Completion of the over. It's going to be really hard to get back on track from here. Tough to save the match now.
They're behind the required rate late in the innings. No other choice now but to just go for it. How will the bowler respond?
Hits the outside edge. Good bowling there.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot and couldn't find a gap.
Bowled, and it's all.